Hi everybody, here's Christian from Game Design Reviews and Game Design Scrapbook.
Hey, this is Noxella from socialdistance.com.
Let's get on the meat wagon! Woo!
You're gonna have to eat that later.
Oh gosh. Okay, so we are here for a short video right now to explain you a little bit what's going on with the podcast. There's been a lot of questions. People have been wondering where we went. We weren't uploading any new podcasts for a while. And now there are some changes going on and we need to really communicate what happened. So first, I guess we should explain why Shepard's not here.
Yeah, so the initial reason was because his hard drive crashed.
Yeah.
And he needed to replace it. But he also still has a pretty large workload at his job.
Shepard's now part of the 1%. Sorry, everybody else.
Yeah, definitely. He's working in a bank business, and when the next bubble crash comes along, then maybe we will be back. We don't really know what was going on, but he sent us his apologies. He's really kind of maxed out in his job. He's really underestimated the kind of amount of work he has to do, and he wasn't able to do anything about podcasts recently. So that's why everything kind of ground to a halt. But then, hey, look, Nick came around and said we should do something about it, right?
Yes.
So why are you back, Nick?
Well, I'm going to be teaching a class, actually, for the first time, and I don't really talk to people in my everyday life. I just talk to my computer. I've been sitting around for a while just kind of watching television shows and not doing anything. So I was like, so I said to myself, I think it's time to start doing the podcast thing again. I want to be able to make some videos for my students so that I can introduce sections, be like, this is what we're going to do this section, and then make it awesome, have it like dubstep,
Oh, God.
Dubstep and learning, I think they go hand in hand. We just haven't seen it yet.
Definitely. It kind of sounds like brain waves.
We're beaming knowledge directly into their heads.
It's exactly. Okay, so Nick is back and he wants to do this stuff. And so Nick suggested actually that we bring out an idea which we were talking about, which is just to create a new channel. Because the problem we were having when Shepard was around was that he's kind of in charge of the entire channel. So, and it is actually tied to his Gmail account, so he wasn't really ever able to give us the access to the channel directly, to the YouTube channel, because then he would just give away access to his private Gmail account, his private email stuff, and there's lots of probably very secretive and very kinky stuff in there, which he doesn't want us to see. So we've been discussing a lot about creating a new channel, actually, even back when the podcast was going, and we thought that this would be actually a good idea to do now, to have a channel that we all can share, that everybody can upload to, and where we can continue doing the podcast, but where everybody can, where we're not dependent on one given person to do all the job. So we did questionnaire, I guess. We did some crowdsourcing on our Facebook page, and the name of the channel,
Teamworkcast.
So it's Teamworkcast on YouTube. Subscribe now if you want to follow us. We would be very pleased if you did that. And we're going to upload new videos there. And also we've been discussing a little bit about spreading out a little bit the podcast, right? So what, guys, what are your ideas on what we're supposed to do with the podcast?
I put up Mother's 3 Let's Play because Mother 3 Let's Play because I've always wanted to get through that game.
Yeah.
It's a good game. It's probably one of my favorite games.
It's also one of the saddest games.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of tears. Get a tissue ready.
I'm also thinking about starting up my Terraria server again.
Mm-hmm.
So I can host about 32 people. It seemed like... Actually, I could host probably about 8 people without problems.
So the reason why we call it Teamwork is mainly because we just want to spread out a little bit. We want to address a little bit other games besides Monster Hunter. Of course, there's going to be still a lot of Monster Hunter content going on. But as we said, we don't just want to focus on this one game, especially nowadays that Capcom seems to have abandoned us.
But we just have to look forward to the future.
Yes, maybe then in the future there's going to be more. But until then, we want to kind of look, look a little bit around and try some other things we've been experimenting with. So there's lots of more stuff coming down the pipe. You already have a little bit of things in the backlog already, and Monster Hunter podcast fans have a lot of things to look forward to.
Yes.
Okay, so subscribe now to our new channel. It's Teamworkcast, and have a good hunt. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you in hell.
What?
Whoa!
Whoa! That went downhill.